Water bodies, fresh water bodies, yam mangel abin kanjab tawdoni. Adu yamaru ori bidi kasagi masagi habitat, adu masagi flora fauna, adi pristine environment, adu kan beduni koina yam namaru ori loriti.
Ising jila helaga ay koina kari kan mawangda habitat koina leba flora fauna gi potse. Amuk kamai kanjigi habasi yam maru oi. Masida yaguda wasi tasengna participate taguda wasi surrounding villagers adi government policy asi yam takar oi.
Sustainable developments of the wetland. ID sagi wetland mafam sing asta jibika lawduna lariba makhoi ki tangjafam adusu manghandaba adai somda wetland gi saktam adusu yariba makai magi natural condition da yariba makai semkalaga angamba thakta 10% mangna samda sama mangna traga sobo angamba thakta madu semkalaga aduna makhoi su hinganba wetland su hinganba samna harda animak hingmanba
Manipur State Wetlands Authority na sinduna Chingmerong Dalaiba Hotel Classic Grande da Manipur gi part kungohumdoi sengwat sagatpagi matangda nongmagi oiba Consultative Interaction on Conservation of Wetlands in Manipur haiba hiram sida khananenabagi mifam ama September gi tang 18 da pangthokhi mifam aduda wetland conservation gi thabak paikhatpada saruk yariba tongan tongan ba mioi research scholar wetland activists NGOs media person amadi stakeholders sing kayana saruk yaki.
This is what the label part looks like at present. This is a boundary. This red polygon indicates the boundary which was demarcated from the previous map, then which was again overlaid on the Google Earth map. So, from the map itself, we could see the stress this part might be facing at present. Say part in the demarcating didn't like exam part, following part on the in the near future. Housing part in Manum Charlie was the air and adoption the human civilization, human development, office structures, other infrastructural construction has already been done, and a lot of damage has been done to the lake itself, whereby disturbing the self-regulatory process of the lake itself. And that is the main reason why this lake or this part needs to be conserved. So during 2006, this much area has been built up, and we could hardly see some open water. Most of the lake part is covered with hydric vegetation. And 2009, similar situation with increase in the construction. Still construction is going on. Then 2015, there is some opening in the water bodies, some hydric vegetation, maybe due to some, maybe because of dying out of the hydric vegetation. Then in 2018, this is the scenario at present, very near about present. And this is what we observe. The land use land cover. This is not exactly the land use land cover. These are the classes which we have included in the classification of this particular wetland area. One, we were very much focused on the build-up areas. How much is the build-up areas during the last few years, during the last years, like starting from 1944. Then hydrophytic vegetation, open water. Because this hydrophytic vegetation and open water becomes a very important component of a lake to be a wetland. So since the last 50 years, there's a continuous rise in the encroachment because build-up area is increasing. Build-up area belongs to the encroachment only, because we are not entitled to do any build-up or structural construction in the wetland areas. I'll just touch some of the points. Importance. Historically, Lambil Pat say fishing ground and the scenery, then the water itself might be used for drinking also. Then the Tambraja might be doing better. Childhood days area then what needs to be done yet? We haven't found the say biodiversity, flora and fauna needs to be studied. It's a very, still I think we have tried to find some of the papers, scientific papers for the present study, but till then I think we haven't found anything yet. So this is a very fresh area where we can do some research work on. Then threat to the wetland. This is totally anthropogenic. We are killing the lake by ourselves only. We are the sole factor for the dying Lambil path. Then, okay, why should we conserve? Reason for conservation. See, at the very beginning, I have already mentioned that the path is almost at the verge of extinction. See, so that rate of encroachment, then the importance that we give to the lake. See, consider already this lake will be only a namesake lake in the future. That is why we need to conserve this and we need to preserve this lake.
It is a lake. The best part of the depth is some 30 to 40 meter. We want now. Adubo, Gujarat Lake, Amakatanate, congregation ni, Nasida Lake, Taina, Helmadi, Lake Tarek Lake. See, Hanba, will the lake Nabsinzai High, my meaning like, my meaning see rice lake. Ma, the whole chain of 3-4 lakes, see, Amai subdivision ni, Mapandala Bani, Tamil district, Aduga, Masidi Lamayamba, Atiamba, village ini, Aduga, Masinamo, Curse Lake, Aduga Makoina, Mokibanda, Narose Lake and Kawi. See some hectare and Igumas Audra, with Subsana Masi Wandri, Magi, Sai, Ikanta, Amasum, Magi, rainy season between very select size, and Masiki, Lin season of some Magi, rainy season. Kanusi area si kotok pang dagawin madumak tokjamam tri. Matang turtle pond nadraga turtle lake si kasawi saru anitoi aduga masina akoi turtle akoi tengu yana pango lake ni ana koina dum tengu lake gui pui gupa zai han kamai matang po lake si akoi nas Usai kita jalan, karena aku ini spelling sih mau na di naloi ini ayah di karena di naloi, itu semuanya jalan ini karena ini, my longitude latitude itu juga elevation sih 192.3 meter dah level ini, si jalan ini masih 130 feet lui hai, mungkin di best part. Itu kalau legal status sih, macam sih aku proposed Jalan Wildlife Sanctuary 1977 da government of Manipur talk to lere adubo haju pawa magi right and claim ji settle talk da final declaration tawgam da lere
adu ina filing badi sida base document na lere do ko keno sida yaw bin commission kitang liman sida pi bin commission 1969 shwai to posit sigi matung da to posit lere chi I3 by 14 की तो पॉसिटिव सिंह भाई लेते हैं सोए अदना इधर पीरी में आमजी चिकी मतलब जी को इधर नमक पीर ले अदना सिंह कितने अपडेट तो होनी है सिमा यहाँ ना साल ना तक 2006 पे ना 2017 बोक अतुकी मत चेंजेस ले सिंह पुणे में पार ले सिगी जना वाइट हाउस ले मार्केट ना सेक्शावी ना मोइना अदम ये ना तुम मुड़े का drastic changes are there. Aduga tasima water body with the ladies na sidena mark to the way they are saying. She is the ring banama say the PhD water supply the Montesidama Lambi with the journey. Sidama question legally. She na water singing sona the lakunum. Sungi casement side like wishing mayam. Say the Numakshangi. Say the Larum Kuman of the place is the most of the white hockey sing to the raise. Say the lady go to and then say the maximum in life. Ado Pujiti say the winning when to Tazan Ramana see sing you. Say the sang of the Pakamam, Marwena, physical survey the winner, Nayo for the winner season is sing. At the Marwena, Queen Sagi, well and the Mayama over. Battery Mayama, baby Makari, Mayamam to Canada. Other young Luri, Pakumigi, Makari, Leona, Battery, my Kuku, Mayam, Madam Jida, my dear one was young Lou of our government. Say, Mayam, one of the young some now saw me 1 month later. Others young effective way. Makara over visitors in Saran, Mokai, Mayam, Mayam, Maram, I didn't find about water in there to Yam the Kashum Buidi. White Hogi Matakum was looked to name Patun. See the GPR ground penetrating radar and Navana Masijan Naraga. Radaki, technique that Sinavina, he the Tamaga, open Sturberg and Mayam, Park Mayam. See every 1 meter putting the Magi Pems low readings. Pusiki at the minor Laura Matum Hida. Surface sama sagal le, part di makada le itu si blue masuk je na pai di blue bani. Aduga angang je na pai di tian mama ban. Adu lain na hiding je kita nanti. Si rip dokumen si dah jauh iba, most of the catchment area se define tahu ni se. Heta apa ni lambian ni karakter le reka di segi wetland na traga water body ma. Lambi no wakat, lambi no catchment area di line de ko hen bumba. Lambi ki markasal iba culvert mayam tuna. Segi lambi tu na catchment boundary ni na highway line. Aduna majority of the canal, segi 23 wetlands di catchment yang kitang up na yang aga toposit na taba. Satellite image degi wagera na traga satellite image degi derive to ba digital elevation model wagera. Atau yang catchment area sih kita cuma fokus macam, adiki segi dokumentasi yang kami, mereka wetland air kan, wetland ini pula pasal laga kain terkait dengan rumah sudah nama kami, aku ada catchment area am kami, adiki catchment ni apa nama sorry, wetland ni apa air ni, cuma kita muai di yang benar. Ada lagi, macam lagi different parameters factors ama lokor da venina le use ki hydro construction di settlement dia gibo hydro water body gibo hydro metu da eta glance u bada khanga da venina se da pi le ba belu mayam pi da ju belu mayam metu u bangam da ni sorak na eta glance na me mayam tu tangina update to ni hai thank you.
Koi lihat bangsa ki mayam saya ini discussion da jadi presentation ni kena boleh se ayam ba artificial aging ni yang na dominant moga artificial aging idea koi hai ba periphery area lagi hai ba koi surface and hai surface and low da season ni da ada siltation ada surface and ada deforestation si yang malu boy study to bagi orang di si factors ni koi wetland ni mangthari ba karena koi lockdown lek si open study to jam ta ye game tam da a very fast rate tala ye boy si introduction process se and introduction process ni hijalaga di matam na koi lek se mangi bai aki bai am lai ba and koi study to ye koi biodiversity plan और animal khatan na ti koi study da what is the rate of siltation, what is the rate of surface runoff, and what are the periphery around the lake si yang study takar boy खुदा बना मा हाजर ले कोई विस्कॉन्सिन लेक है यूएसए दा लेक हम लई मची की लेक से कोई पेरिफेरी ऑलमोस्ट कोई लोकता के माने आई पेरिफेरी एरिया से नहीं बा इबले गले हैबिटेट मी में आपसे कोई ले बा adagi lake se moda sum yem ka sum angela pa by the sum angela pa adagi magi stability adagi clarity of waters adagi siwa introduction la lake se mamde ki aki dur la ki adagi moina study to kan da moina kai no yem kan da khogi hai ba khogi domestic waste adagi khogi lake se ta ba mayam se ko da identify to kan da factor da adu ore mi ba aduna adu recover to kan da not only 1-2 years more than 30 years change ba lake restoration da ba lake yokhana high ba natural process or artificial process na contribute to mi am sima yokhagi da jahi ama or 2 years to be away the next more than 10 20 or 30 years change ba aduna yokhagi identify to this yokhagi high ba lake mi am not only flora and fauna we should to identify what is the siltation rate and we locked up lake feeding area and feeding tributaries mi am che yokhagi catchment area cam siltation process sima dakar oil and the consumption of lakes not only water bodies we need to see on the forested area and the siltation process sima dakar oil and we for yokhagi yamna scientific studies siltation process ko phang tu ya ab sisu ya dakar ni and siltation process ko kana to bhai dakar bi aduna yokhagi lake kan ge hai it is a high time that we go for a very scientific way ba adum ba se yamna dakar oil
wetlands is speciality of nato kari you know where can we talk and do it when this protected areas there kai do we get kona jilak kan do know because this is a specialty kai do we kona chumaki lake kan do know because this is the specialty madu kona focus to se hai atunita atu matumina we have to find adagi how to develop ecotourism akoi sagi wetland to consider only conservation alternate we should focus to the public what is the importance of the wetland and ecotourism lagi kailani the three principles of tourism the 3 A's accessibility accommodation and attraction what is the attraction of Ziliat what is the attraction of Chomthi Lake what is the attraction of Promenade Park then how it is accessible and how we accommodate those ecotourists sigasi koi madam lagado ni adida plant taxonomy animal taxonomy bird taxonomy reptile taxonomy fish taxonomy freshwater fish taxonomy magi rational tongali aduna koi bawna se koi Sindhu river basin da laraga nga so leba it is widely distributed have here whereas plant how they disperse from the when the wind na so thobani na insect thobani na aduna taxonomy study to matam da not only morphometry ngata adigi genetic DNA barcoding ngata ne yakta ba the rationale for distribution kadu kuna to ya da ta bai adu it is good thing that you have started adigi da koi experts in more norga is it possible that this species occurs in Burma and in Nepal and in southern China so magi question mai am lakani adu then experts will come into the picture fresh water is a very vulnerable commodity we should conserve fresh water prithvi there water may am see fresh water constitutes only 0.1 something actually we all depend on that for drinking for sanitation for everything aduna must conserve to no ta koina mayam ni hena khagaduni pollution habitat loss overexploitation flow modification invasive species and now climate change so consumption to the point always we should keep in mind see I represent
I query wetland say Manipur is in the government says will be as a matter of time see but then I had already by yes I usually try the ISP portion and the way temporal data the spatial say have the particularly the say lakes in the park city say aru base in simulation model camera the have say modeling kale see particular profile I think you spatially magi core areas can am pax out I think peripheries come this is one aspect when we examine or cross-examine or when we investigate the wetlands I think we must have hygienic see surroundings because of the surroundings you know catchment is a similar learning different kind of planning and below plan settlement moi to activities managing crowd saki akut saki shimiting ye di what we pronounce
Labor taxonomy, decent there, insect, biodiversity, laws, extinction, decent, so many things like a lot of changes. That was some company. Have said this is very important. So we have to study land configuration very well. And through, yes, gas, environment, whatever may be, we have to do it. And through science also. This is, actually, young carefully examine yes, total picture say, wetland make functions say. Functions to what extent the wetland contributes to us. Wetlands contributes to life, I do live young, I do wish it. Contributes to the contributes to luck. I wish decade from time to time we need to record, we need to examine, investigate everything. But ultimately, wetlands contribute to contribute to expect to in the government, suppose. Why? We study them, interaction them, and I more
Yargin masi experts sina brief document moina masi specific on that your area. Say independent wetland state of yogi, independent subject state of yogi. Adu magi brief document fast and report na. Yang ten matamda within a 1 month or within 2 months or without any other further study on the available secondary information. The library kadi masi amna helpful hoigani ba ai machine session tok jage fast and report na. Then we can look on into that. The deep, in depth, or how we can further study on that. But inventorization of the activist, not well as only inventorized or well as activistic inventorization. Toby, whether she might can getting fancy, Adugai, Arroy, and Masi, Yam Hazaba, my absence, see Matam limits, like no with a 1,000. The same ngasi siya ko ani mo khading technical committee meeting ko to waza duna ko itang process layer ko walk up jar ko si duna ai director su request of jering se ngasi kisman ta well and week mama yamna matam free fangado ba expert ma yamna funga ma funga khai mun fangado matam da state of the time log na ko ya kana ai director su propose of jering next time ko gi masam drakalen kan se do the department ki side gi I am so not this stuff, Sangriba, Lakiriba, taking a seat, the country, I am something up with the fruitful way, over to Pangton, so also is a more experts in. I am short period, Chenvido, Zakumaransi, Nara extendly, the Bureau Lakiba, Amara, the Department study was asking, Lagan scientific, was asking Iran participants in the Gidam. Matapuma Panai was Mapan Haven, why you believe I am thankful to all the especially nasi lapi contributors in activists in community protagonist aduga morena director especially the push to believe about the next to the hours to the mission and guidance my people say very much constant guidance except of the young people so they can say through a colleague see one of the sangiba collection morena Dr. Vijay and the scientists family professor sing development officer sing Singh, then we process be thankful to all the original man Munata.
I think I don't know about Mamana. Nasi Kana Gadoriba, Asi Tasing Badi, Agogi Asa, over the Su Hajar, Wetland Mafam Kulum Doigi, Canada Matanga, Canada Wapani, Adavogasi, Agogi researchers in experts in presenters in Nasi Topiriba. Asai PowerPoint presentation asai PowerPoint presentation da tengge da video sida wetan home do sigi manung da wetan maya mama dani asi khanan base ya puri base ada ya home da ba se kodam mana da ko gi utra pa usoi poki pa karam pa adagi ithai pa hangang pa sana pa utra pa so many the parts nasigi hai ba sigi kulum do sigi manung san ba ada sumba bagi part maya mama so ko yosi keno to dron ne uli ai jeri bako adra nasi ki khanari ba sina a ho bo ke no mo oiraga matung dar ba su hausi hai ba sigi leuli ba wal holi ba pathon sina se asigi matang da su kana kana na kari tawli kholi kai ba sina se masi a ko gi keno sina su asum thijan biraga kana kana na kari to boya ba ko ba hai ba sina sina to madu puthok biraga ano ba aba anero suba na tra omlo suba matang matang gi ko gi introduction program mayam amasu sinbiragani aibo wafam simasu koi adamok tamjage ado loina na iroi lobu na yana haijaring badi asai agoina tongan ba lokta ki gari amagi khanar bu matamda lairiba khoi manipur gi ona hojil lairiba wetland papan mayam sing ase loina mak daing gi keno piam da loina mo la hojil lairiba keno sing ase adro keno ta nate asagi agoi lampen patan nate agoi lairiba papan mayam sing se loina mo daing la bani adra sirnarum do bugi piam da loina mo la bani adro madgi am zabu kana ne ne wo hojil tamjabraga yana nuai jadri badi asai kogi tokor tharana kogi kebulam jaw ge to ge ategi pe mak kenwana ga ai ge to kebulam jaw da sangai gi masijak se sele da sangai kamai ingdui no ko to no ga ai ba sum wo phang kya mong ma se la ba ji da iroi bo na yana sangai ge no se yana ke no si thawai ji yaw juru ba na tra aina pamjaru ba na hai ba dai ngasi akoi na di sangai se manipur gi amata ngai ba floating park da akoi na sangai le ya gi sokthok sari adro masigi akogi kaibul lamjau se floating park da sangai lairibagi sauthok sari base masi salli base isa sinlo selabo matam da ingoda yana akiba me paijaba ma pokseri base floating park haina nasi akoina hainari base masi floating museum on khadra aibagi akiba me paiba ma tasiama yaki tenoda pokseri adro masi thoktanaba akoi mayamna akoi gi danda basigi leriba wetland amasung akoi gi floating park na singba sinna singba gi matang se akoi mayam sangana amana magi mateng pangnaraga haiba mayam singa sigi mapunsi se sahi manga da loga da sahi tara ba salansi tara da loga da bodo tara kun ba salansi adu masi puna mase akoi mayam gi cooperation sa akoi mayam gi puna thabo to minaba
mayam ni member mayam na masajda yamna marik chumba masagi wafamsing thambirega madugi recommendation dugi matugina director environment na makha taba state government ga tanaraga lakot ka dawa future course of action du lakot pada member mayamna sajo pibidna mamut taba dumba masagi yamna marik chumba masagi meeting gi proceeding ama koi recommend tobiraga uthopada mateng pangyu haiba YSC ai director environment ma ke tegi ai thamjari